society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
PlayStation.
It ain't as simple as it seems.
All right, guys. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. I'm Aquarius Black, and today I do not feel like showing my face. It is a faceless day. I shall be faceless, but it's okay. We're still gonna play some Death Stranding. Oh my gosh. So, I'm back where we left off. Didn't progress any in the game. And don't mind me if you hear a little clicking on my end. I'm eating while I'm playing. Macaroni and cheese. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. I have nothing. I have no orders. Let's do this. There, now I have at least one of each. Well, two of that. That'll work. All right. Yummy mac and cheese. Mm-mm-mm. The only way this mac and cheese could be better is if I had hot dogs in it. But I didn't feel like being that extra today. Okay, so I've got 2.5 stars there. And all the way in Capital Knot City, almost 5 stars. There's the incinerator. 0 stars because I haven't brought that in yet. All right. Here we go. Normally, I would be streaming with my face front and center. Well, not really front and center, but I've had a hell of a day, and I think I just don't want my face anywhere. Not today, anyway. So what we're doing, folks, is we are playing Death Stranding so that I can count down to the release of Death Stranding 2.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Oh yeah. Because that's right, I have nothing on me but a strand. And they've seen me. Son of a bitch. You know what? Oh shit. Here we go.
This gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Oh yeah. Let's get some chiral crystals. Oh, that's right. I can't pick them up right now. Damn it. Playing with one hand is just not recommended. No, don't drop off my fork. Do not drop off my fork. Haha. Pieces of cars. You know, for a while I wondered why they would bring little holograms of Horizon Zero Dawn into this, and then I realized all these cars here, it's almost like you're playing Horizon Zero Dawn in some part. All those buried cars, just like in Zero Dawn. All right. Damn. Damn. All these are big ones.
Keep it cool.
Oh, man.
Show yourself.
No, don't show yourself. Why are you saying show yourself? We don't have any tools to fight for our lives. Yeah, you feel it, but why are you saying don't show yourself? Fun fact about ghosts. You do not, in fact, want it to show itself unless you are prepared for the consequences. Uh-oh.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Good to know. Let's refill that canteen. Damn it. Okay. So, one thing that I've been doing lately, and I hate myself for this because I feel like it's kind of stupid, but I've been watching on occasion these little short videos that are like 2 and 3 minutes long. And a lot of these videos come out of China, right? So I'm sitting here watching some of these videos and I'm just flabbergasted at the way that the stories and these things go. Just completely flabbergasted. Because it's like everything is so way over the top and crazy. Like, I can't even tell you how insane some of these plot lines are. But I'll try. One of the plot lines that I've seen, and I've been reading these short stories too. And again, they're all coming out of China. One of these short stories, the plot is that a woman, she's a married woman, she gets pushed down a flight of stairs and she's pregnant. And she goes into the hospital and she begs the doctor to save her baby, but her husband is already there and saying, "Oh, we'll do everything we can, darling." And then behind her back, he tells the doctor to don't bother saving the baby. And in addition to letting it die, killing off her pregnancy, in addition to that, he instructs the doctor to remove her uterus and then paralyze her from the waist down so she'll never walk again. Why, you might ask? It's not something so simple as money. It's because he has a mistress who just gave birth, and he wants to make sure there is absolutely never, ever an heir to compete. With her baby, with the mistress's baby. It's like, what the fuck? If you have a mistress, if you can't stay loyal to the person that you married and said, "Till death do you part," get a divorce. Don't be a piece of trash. Ooh, my link is going up. Look at that. Ridiculous. The only reason I'm letting it go on like that is because I am eating at the same time. Ooh, grade 10. You can now make strand contracts with other players. You can now make upgrade cooperation requests in order to ask other players to contribute materials to your structures. The period for which you can send likes has been increased to 5 seconds. Ooh. I've been awarded the title of Expert Handler. More successful deliveries will earn you greater trust and respect. My sync level has increased by 10%. Can now make more strand contracts. Can now make more upgrade cooperation requests. Ooh. Elite Handler. Information concerning new items has been shared with you. You can now make more strand contracts. Nice. Ooh, Master Handler. I can now carry more cargo. How nice. Yes, let's get connected. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna cry. Hey, look, I'm halfway between Michigan and Florida, where I used to live and where I do live.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As always, I've only done it twice so far now. Okay.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Will do. You know what? I think after this, I'm going to start hoarding memory chips.
Well, would you look at this? Thank you so much, Sam.
Maybe. Possibly. We'll see.
Thank you for your contribution. Your work is greatly
You hear that? My work is greatly appreciated.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
Christ, that's on the other side of the state. Why are they doing it all the way over here? I guess it must be
Temporary
statewide.
excessive stress, easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
If you think about this,
You should remember that
outside
BBs
of the
are just
gameplay,
equipment. Try not to get attacked.
it is so creepy.
Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right.
I think it's
You
pretty
asked me to
simple.
look
It's a
into why the
baby.
BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BP are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam,
What a creepy lady.
can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
One sec.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
All right. So you want me to take a shower now, do you? Here we go. Ooh, baby, baby, but baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby, but baby, baby, ooh, baby, 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 baby.
I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone is British, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of
Ooh,
optimism.
I almost saw some.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Dryling. Dispensing.
There, take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? May even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BT. It is only by recovering these materials we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom solution. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Ouch.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room.
Useful information,
There's something
eh?
else I'd like to share with you. With the Cairo network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. And we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Y'all. My swimming pool is more like a pond because I don't know how to take care of a swimming pool. So I've got a ton of algae in there, probably have a lot of stuff living in there. And that means I got lots of frogs. Lots of fucking frogs. I don't mind frogs, I really don't. But there are so many, you can hear a cacophony in my backyard. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central came up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us the glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even. Watchtowers, too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one, and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Thanks for delivering all those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after that. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And, I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Baton, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Oh, nice. You barking at me? Are you barking at me, little miss? Little Miss Luna? Little Miss Luna?
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Place the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
All right. Sorry I got on late tonight, guys. I had meant to be on earlier, however, I ended up taking a supervisor call. And it went over quite a bit past what I expected.
The woman in the mask was done nothing but like me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pod, gently rock it, that sort of thing.
Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of thing?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
Because you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them.
No, that's bullshit.
I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Deadman's honor.
That whole thing of we use them but we don't understand them, that's bullshit. Because the black boxes that we use today, we understand them because we're the ones who built them.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the cargo network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back. Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Damn thing's been charging constantly, so how is it? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try and switch to a headset. One second, I just gotta check to see if it worked. It worked. Awesome. A little bit more comfortable than the earbuds.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. Never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Okay.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
There we go.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks seem to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Oh, nice.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
All right.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
All right.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small, can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a
Already
wider
doing
area,
it.
you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Let's head on over here.
There we go.
Oh, great.
You can now
Bots.
submit upgrade requests for structures. If there's one you use a lot, you should definitely consider it.
One second, guys. Unfortunate. Not often I have to do that. One second. All right. I already did this, though. Okay, so... I already satisfied this, though. All right. Damn it. Come on. It's okay.
Someone's happy.
Little heart bubbles.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges on verifying ID. Sam, Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying. Contaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Have a pleasant journey.
There. You get one.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Oh, just one. Well, that's all right. One is more than we had before. Next time, though, try to bring us a few more, huh? We'd be much obliged.
Oh my gosh. You should be honored.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
I'm a greedy bitch.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Nice.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellian levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though, local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
All right. Time to complete the other.
Let's not keep people waiting.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful, these guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
All right. Right now, Luna is licking the bottom of one of my feet, and I am struggling not to giggle.
Drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key.
Nice. Another ladder, some medals. Got a memory chip. One second. Sounded like someone was at my door. I don't see anybody out there. I'm not the only one who heard it. Because Luna lost her mind there. There we go. Look at that. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go. Here we are. On our way. Incoming ad break begins in 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Bugles. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let it work. It was revolutionary. Damn the singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave it to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next order. Make sure you're not him.
Aye, aye, Captain. Here we go.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until deployment. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Man. It's been so long since I've played this early in the game. You know what I mean? It's been so long since I've been in this part of the game.
Decontaminating suit. Footwear condition poor. Replacement is advised.
That's all right.
Let's get those legs. Time to get that chiral printer in working order.
did not mean to skip.
Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supply. The bridge is standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. Nice. This guy's a tough nut to crack. I'm getting the likes.
See you around.
Congratulations, sir. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we come to rely on. One might liken our relationship as a primitive man's fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Wind farm. Construct a bridge. I don't have a macer gun. Can I make one?
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go and build a bridge. Or my name ain't Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Okie dokie. Oh, that is pretty cool.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Sure. I'll do that. Once I get everything 5 stars out here. Hey, okay. Cargo condition in your porter grades. How's BP doing, Sam? I hope you've managed to avoid autotoxemia altogether. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Getting better and better, I imagine. Or maybe you don't really care about that stuff? Well, in case you do, I thought I might give you a quick primer, since I know it can be confusing. Bridges has developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance, and it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge length, and miscellaneous. Obviously, the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5 categories. If you ask me, though, you should prioritize cargo condition. I mean, what's the point of lugging something halfway across the continent if it's smashed to bits in the process? Sure, some people aren't all that bothered. Some will even let you get away with up to 50% damage or so. But come on. Imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs and half of them were delivered broken. No. It's definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care and respect, and you'll be rewarded with way more likes. Trust me. That was my motto back when I was a porter. It wasn't always easy, as you can imagine. Sometimes things got dicey. But I learned to hang in there and deliver my cargo in one piece. You'd do well to bear that in mind, Sam. After all, you've got the potential to be a way better porter than I ever was. Thanks for the pep talk. Now I... Stamina, scanner and detector. Timefall. Deep water. Mules. Cargo. Structures. There's something I'm looking for, sorry. I will have to see if I can find it another time. It mentioned strands between players, so I was hoping to look into that just a little bit. Alright. We're on our way to the Windy City. No, I don't mean Chicago. Yes. I'm getting there.
Enough already.
There's that. And that. I'm just getting battered here. to get there. Come on. Let's see how far I can get all the way up here. Hold on. Oh yeah. All right. Ooh, shit. BTs up here are probably worse, but maybe I can avoid the absolute worst of the BTs up here. Or not. no. Oh. And here I thought that I could avoid them. Hot damn. I am above them. Literally above them. Oh, damn. Damn. It's almost like the dancing. Oh, damn it. Fuck, fuck. I'm not going to be voided out this time. No, 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 no. 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 No.
About ready to drop.
I can live without those 2 PCCs. Guaranteed way to make sure that you stop a timefall. You know, I definitely want to get those PCCs back, actually. The best way to stop a timefall is to let yourself get caught and then kill the BT that's coming for you, or escape the area of effect.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
right. Here we go.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. With this unit, you should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Great. Everything's in order. I appreciate it.
Damn, if I hadn't encountered that BT, I'd have been S rank. Great handler.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Go for it.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
Yes, yes, join the UCA.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I'd never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, hon. Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive, as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Ooh.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity.
Schematic grenades.
We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies from Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
All right. Oh, I can fabricate stuff.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you brought into the network, essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
One second. Okay.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
That's a request for material transport. By helping the facility replenish its stores, you'll gain access to a greater share of the materials on site. Give, and you shall receive.
All right, let's see if I can do all three. All right. Ooh. Heavy load.
Order assigned.
Just remember, 1 foot in front of you.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
All right.
Sam, I see you've decided to take on several orders at once. If you're not sure how you want to handle them, there you can sort your active orders. Should help you plan an efficient route.
There. All right.
Construction complete.
No, I don't have the ability to carry that much right now. All right, that gives me an excuse to find this guy. All right, so there we go. That makes sense. Looks like it's going to be a short stream. I need to go to bed a little bit earlier than I did yesterday. Besides, it's almost midnight and I forgot to get the mail. Can't leave it out there all night, you know? I mean, I could, but I don't wanna. All right. We are on our way. scenery in this game, fucking amazing. Okay. We are doing pretty good, I think. Oh, he definitely has to tinkle. I'll do it, son. Because he's carrying such a heavy load, the buttons that I'm holding down, R2, L2, are jumping just a little bit underneath my fingers to let me know just how difficult this load is for him. If I take my fingers off, he starts to sway.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Have a pleasant journey.
All right, here we go.
Back, are you?
Yes, I am back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Delivery's in damn fine shape.
Sam is back. Tell a friend.
See you around.
Order assigned.
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now, these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth. Just remember that each facility has separate stores, and that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried away.
Don't tell me what to do.
Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your contribution. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
All right. We are headed to Luden's Fan next.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Gee, I would never have thought of that. How in the world?
Weapons restrictions lifted. Construction complete.
Let's get up here.
Sam, I hate to say it, but I've got a high priority request. While this has nothing to do with our network expansion operations, it's still a major cause for concern. You can pick up the the order via the terminal at Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. Let's save the detailed briefing until then. Don't delay, Sam. This one's important.
Oh, shoot.
Beginning scan. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
All right.
Delivering cargo.
You the delivery dude? That's a relief.
Yep.
I've just about given up on you. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Respect, man. Seriously? Respect. About time I hopped in the whole Chiral Network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah?
There we go. Awesome.
Thank you, Sam. Hey, take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll hit you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again. I don't want to be weird, but I feel you and I might have like a connection or something.
Good work. New order available.
There. Oh, man. Backbreaking work this is.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked
All right. Not what I meant to do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Yes, I do. That's right.
All right then. Thanks for everything.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
All right.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
All right. What time is it? It's already 15 minutes past when I said I was coming offline. Answer is they're not, Sam. I think... As I recall, when I was coming out of here, I think over here, there's a chance, a small chance, that I could completely avoid BTs if I climbed over the mountain or hill or whatever you want to call this. In a certain way. But there's no guarantee. Ah. Fuck-a-doodle-doo. All right. There's got to be a charging station around here somewhere. This works.
Construction complete.
This works. What are you barking at? Yeah, I'm gonna waste some time just liking this bike.
Sam, first deliver your cargo, then you can take off.
There.
How you doing, Sam? Lightning quick as always.
This has got to get me to 5 stars. I swear. All right. I'm the great handler.
Hey, I got something for you.
I got a star! Yay!
See you soon, brother.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further.
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon. Prototypes of her design will be part of her next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies for the people of Port Knot City. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic diversity as they were donated by civilians living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of Chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect with shipping. Now, once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the chiral network. Afterwards, you'll be pushing on to Lake Knot City. So we've included relief supplies for the people there as well. Of course, to get there, you'll need to cross over the lake in between. Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Luna. I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. I know the feeling, Sam. I know the feeling.
Good morning, Sam.
Ooh, look at that butt. That's right, scrub-a-dub-dub. Get nice and clean.
EX grenade number 0.
I need to figure out where these sounds are coming from. All right. Okay, that wasn't what I meant to do. But in any case, I want to say thank you for hanging out and good night. I hope y'all have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, later today. But thank you so much, and I will see you.